methods of, we'll call it, for releasing stress, for releasing day-to-day stress. And I'm going to turn it over to Susan Krieger.
Thank you. Okay.
Yes, yes.
So, please come sit. Welcome.
Thank you, Sue.
So today, what are we going to do? We are going to look at and practice some acupressure techniques for ourselves. You can always replace these and put them onto and translate them onto another person. But the basic work that we're doing is for self-acupressure. And has anyone here ever experienced acupuncture or acupressure? Some yes, some no. Do you understand the premise for today's purpose? Acupuncture and acupressure are based on the same principle and practice of working with the body. The meridian lines, the energy pathways of the body. You all familiar with those? Heaven and earth, yes? Acupressure, we can also interject the word acupuncture, but I'll be saying acupressure since that's the word we're doing. Acupressure is based on the philosophy and the theory and the practice of moving energy through the body. What does that mean? Moving what energy? What we call chi, spelled C-H-I, spelled Q-I. Chi is the life force that's flowing through all of us. And as that flows through, depending on whether we have emotional, physical, dietary, spiritual stresses, that energy can get blocked. The tendency is that in normal living human beings, no one is perfect. So no one has a perfect flow of chi moving through them at all times. However, there are levels and degrees of blockages that can happen due to these reasons I just said. When there's a little blockage and we just feel a little uncomfortable, or there's more of a blockage and we feel pain or ache, and it recurs, not just for 5 minutes, but it recurs over the days and the weeks, or we feel distress in one of our organs. We have high blood pressure because of the heart and the pressure that's going on there. We have digestive problems going on in the intestinal tract. Internal, more deeply internal. When these disturbances get corrected, the body responds by saying, oh, thank you, now I can function more normally. Blood pressure comes down, the aches start to dissipate, the digestive imbalance starts to get better, but it's not by magic. The treatment can really help and facilitate these changes. But the way that we live and the way that we eat, the way that we think, the way that we move our bodies all play a role in how soon are we going to get rebalanced? How soon are we going to reverse this arthritis? How soon are we going to get rid of these allergies in the spring? Depends on these factors. So the acupressure comes in and says, I'm going to press, I'm going to move techniques on your body at different areas so that we can open up the channels and get your flow of energy moving more smoothly. Your body, when you work certain balancing points, will take that message and work with it internally. So you can't, I don't work on your body and say, oh, I'm going to get rid of that problem and you have to clear. I give the signals of working the points that I think are best for you. Your internal message of your body takes that information and moves the energy accordingly. So we're really working together. And you're as much of your own healer as I am helping you heal. Acupressure came about thousands of years ago. Started, we can say, in separate purposes. One was in the home, where people helped each other when they didn't feel well. So the mother or the sister or your partner or your brother would sit you down and start working on you, or lie you down and start working on you to help with whatever was going on that was making you feel bad. The other level of acupressure was that therapeutic medicinal practice where you went out to a practitioner to get treatment to help rebalance what ails you. As a home remedy, it often brought people closer together. People who weren't necessarily that close, when you start to touch one another therapeutically and with healing energy, it brings you closer. It sends an invisible, nonverbal message to the two of you about we're helping each other. And it feels good. It feels good not only to receive, it feels good to be giving. When we're doing self-acupressure on ourselves, we want to be aware that we're also being very healing and kind and loving to ourselves. So we're giving and receiving at the same time. The initial movement of this energy starts with your breathing. So when you lie down to receive a treatment, or you sit in a chair to work on your own points, and you start by breathing, you're already opening yourself to receiving more deeply. When we breathe shallow, well, you tell me, when you're upset and you get emotional, where are you breathing? Are you breathing down in your belly? I don't think so. You're breathing in the diaphragm? Probably not. You're breathing up here, exactly. Me, it's my way, I'm the right one. Don't talk to me like that. So it's all me-centered. And that's normal. When we have moments like that, it doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. But if that level of breathing persists, you're taking yourself towards high blood pressure.